So now we have that working, what we now need to do is, next thing is probably be able to check for a winner. So I'm going to create a public Boolean because I want it to return true or false if there's a winner. So public Boolean, we'll just call it win. And what this is going to do is it's going to check if somebody has won. So we're going to pass it a string called token. So there's two types of tokens that you can have in tic-tac-toe. You can have zeros or X's. So we want to be able to check to see if zeros have won or if X's have won. And the way we're going to do this is, there's a couple of ways we can do it. The first way we're going to do it is by checking all the possibilities. So we can have rows to be checked, and then you've got diagonals, and rows to be checked, then you've got columns, and then you've got the two diagonals. So for that, it would be if board 0 0 dot equals token and board 0 1 dot equals token and board, I think you're getting the idea now, 0 2 dot equals token. Well, if all three of them equal the token, that means there's three in a row and we have a winner. So we're going to say return true. If not, else, if, and then we do the rest of our checks. So the easiest way to do this would be just to copy and paste it. Changing this time which row we are checking. Now you would need to go in and add the rest of the checks. So here I've checked the first row and the second row. You would need to go in and add in the rest of the else ifs. So I'm not going to do all of them in this video. What you need to make sure that you do though, at the final one, you say else return false. Because if none of them have been true, that means there's been no winner and we have to return false. So at the moment, mine can check the first two rows. The easiest way to check this is if I go in, let's put three O's in the first row when we create it, and we'll say game dot win. We're going to be checking for O's, and I want to print out the results. System.out.print. So I want to print out the result of game.win, so see if anyone won. And we can see here that it picked up the fact that somebody did win. True. Let's print out our line. If I was checking for X's, however, false. X's haven't won. So that's how to create the logic for if somebody's won. Remember, at the moment, this only checks the first two rows. You will need to create the rest of the logic for checking all of the possibilities, all three rows, all three columns, and then the two diagonals by adjusting the indexes on the 2D array. Okay, have fun.